Hello, in this video we are going to discuss about the physical properties of alkene. Generally we are going to discuss about the three physical properties, and that are physical state, solubility, melting point and boiling point. Let's start with physical state. Alkene up to carbon 4 exist as colorless gases, whereas the member from 5 to 18 carbon number such as pentene, hexene and heptene exist as liquids, and higher member of alkene are solid in state. Simply, it says that alkene from carbon 1 to 4, that is ethene, propene, butane, it exists as colorless gases, whereas such as pentene, hexene and heptene exist as liquid, and higher alkene exist as a solid. Now we are going to discuss about the solubility. Alkenes are insoluble in water but dissolves in organic solvent. You may ask why the alkenes are insoluble in water, because water is a polar compound and alkenes are non-polar compound, due to which alkenes are insoluble, but they are soluble in organic solvent because the organic solvent are polar and alkene are also polar. So polar dissolves in polar, as we know, like dissolves like. Now let's discuss about the melting point and boiling point. The cis isomer has low melting because of its unsymmetrical structure. The unsymmetrical structure of cis alkene cannot perfectly fit in the crystal lattice, so a small amount of energy is sufficient to break its arrangement. Thus, cis isomer have low melting point. However, the trans isomer has high melting point because of its symmetrical structure. Larger amount of energy is required to break down its arrangement from crystal lattice. Thus, trans isomer has high melting point. Simply, it says that cis isomer has low melting point and trans isomer has high melting point because the symmetrical structure of cis isomer is unsymmetry and the trans isomer is symmetry, due to which trans isomer fits in the crystal lattice and a high amount of energy is required to break down the trans isomer, so it has the higher melting point rather than the cis isomer. Similarly, in the case of boiling point, it is just reverse order, that is cis isomer has high boiling point but trans isomer has low boiling point. Let's read. The boiling point seems to be of just reverse order to that of melting point. The cis isomer has high boiling point because of high intermolecular force of attraction resulted from the dipole interaction. However, the trans isomer has low boiling point due to zero dipole moment, which means the dipole moment of trans isomer is zero, due to which there is no intermolecular force of attraction, and the boiling point of trans isomer is less. Now you can see the example. Here it is cis isomer and trans isomer, and we can read the melting point of cis isomer is minus 139 degrees Celsius and the melting point of trans isomer is minus 104 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point of cis isomer is 4 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of one trans isomer is 1 degree Celsius, and the dipole is also given here. Dipole of cis isomer is 0.35 diopter and that of trans is 0.